Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another moment with Lighten Up with Bo. Welcome. If you're first time just joining my channel, or if you've been doing the lessons since the beginning of the year, who knows what brought you here? But the first thing I want to say is I'm so glad whoever you are made it to this video. I'm so grateful. And my only intention in starting the Lighten Up with Bo channel is to try to go through not only A Course in Miracles, but some other topics eventually. Right now I'm just doing the lessons in A Course in Miracles, but to just try to shed some light in your mind, because I feel like so many people like me are constantly looking in the world for an answer to feel more peaceful, to feel more consistently peaceful, to feel more fearless, to feel more in their joy and in their true being. Not the illusion and fantasy of this true being, but to truly live in a state of lightness, of ease, the opposite of stress in every situation. But that has nothing to do with changing any of your circumstances on the outside. It has everything to do with changing your mind, to looking at all the insanity that we created in this dream called the human experience. Did you just say dream? I did. And remembering the truth of what we are, our true expressions as God created us. God being the name we gave to the limitless creator of love and life, the limitless creator of all that is, the limitless creator of the infinite amount of expressions that are all connected and one. And that is a state that is beyond physicality. It might encompass our physicality, but only because our physicality is just an image in the mind of our dreaming soul. Whoa, did some of you just go, what'd he say? Okay, fair enough. We'll back up. We'll lighten up now. We're doing the lessons in A Course in Miracles, and if you're not doing them, I just hope this lesson brings you a little ease. Today's lesson's a little bit shorter, and if you haven't been doing the lessons, we're starting to get to a point where some of you, if you tune into these videos and you just found your way here, you don't know anything about A Course in Miracles, you don't know anything about Lighten Up with Bo, you might be like, what is he reading? I do the best I can to make these the language universal. So for those that are reading along in A Course in Miracles, or those that know nothing, can still hear the depth, hopefully, the wisdom, the love, and the truth beneath the words. So we're on lesson 63. So lesson 61 was I am the light of the world, which that means anytime the Course in Miracles, A Course in Miracles, a spiritual path finds its way into your life, it's calling to you, right? Let's use an example. There's millions and millions of people that are drawn to different practices, from Buddhism to different religions to breathwork practices. And each time it calls to somebody, it seems to kind of individually speak to that person. And so this really is a universal course. So when it says things like, I am the light of the world, I am is basically encompassing all of us. We are all the I am. You are the I am. I am the I am. We are all the great I am. So when it says forgiveness is your function as the light of the world, because we're all the light of the world. And lesson 63 is very similar. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. So yesterday it said forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Now it's clarifying we're not forgiving outer circumstances. We're not forgiving countries or nations or the past or the future. Where we bring peace to every mind, that is what forgiveness does. It brings peace to mind. It restores peace of mind. That is what forgiveness does. So paragraph 1, how holy, divine, are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? Again, that means every person that's choosing to remember who they are. How holy are you who have the power to bring peace to every mind? How blessed are you who can learn to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. This is the practice of all 365-day lessons of A Course in Miracles. Right? The practice of learning to recognize, to recognize the means for letting this be done through you. You don't have to do anything but be willing to let it be done through you. What function would you want but this? Right? If forgiveness brings peace, unending peace to every mind, what function could you want but this, to forgive? Because as you forgive, you bring that peace to your mind, because all minds are one. What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? I mean, could anything honestly bring you greater happiness than something that brings an unending peace of mind? Meaning no matter what situation you're in the middle of a tornado, you're just like sitting there drinking a beautiful ice cold cup of water, tornadoes whirling around, you're just like, I'm right as rain. Whether that's a physical tornado or a circumstantial tornado in a relationship, a job tornado, you're just like, you just look like somebody who's stoned, but you're actually just at ease, right? Totally present, totally at peace. Probably to normal people, somebody who's at peace all the time would look stoned. Anyway, all right, let's stay on track. Okay, Spirit. What purpose could you have that would bring you greater happiness? Nothing. You are indeed the light of the world with such a function. Meaning, you are indeed the light of the world when you realize and recognize that your only function is to bring peace to every mind. The child of God looks to you for its redemption. It is yours to give it, for it belongs to you. Accept no trivial purpose or meaningless desire in its place, or you will forget your purpose and leave God's child in hell. Whoa, there's that spiritual, biblical, religious language. Did he just say hell? Hello. All right, let me re-clarify. I'm going to say it another way. Accept no nonsense, delay, temptational distractions of the world, right? Purposes. It says accept no trivial purpose. Don't accept all these other things the world tries to convince you that you're here to do, like get more likes and change the world and, do all these things that seem really cool, but they have nothing to do with healing our mind. Nothing. It's just more about self-aggrandizement and glorification and specialness, making ourselves special and unique and powerful and grand. Accept no trivial purposes or meaningless desires in its place, or you will forget your purpose, that we're just here to heal our mind and remember who we are, to forgive all the misthoughts about who and what we are, and leave God's child in hell. What is hell? Hell is a state of mind. It's not some place. It's not a physical location. Hell is any mind that believes it's cut off from perfect love, perfect oneness, and the true identity that it was given. To not remember that it's one with all life, to remember that it is unharmable, that it is perfect creation, that it is playful, that there is nothing that it cannot do. When you are in a mind that does not believe that, you are in hell. So when we take functions, 100 different things out in the world, and we forget that we're just here to forgive our mind and therefore forgive others' minds, we leave each other in hell, basically. We do it to each other. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. This is no idle request that is being asked of you. You are asked to accept salvation that it may be yours to give. So it's saying, will you accept that you are the light of the world? Will you accept that in accepting that you are the light of the world, even if you don't know what that means, even if you don't know what it means to let forgiveness be done through you, even if you just pray, let me be willing to accept this, to not let fear take over. And if you accept salvation for your own mind, right, then it's ours to give. If we don't accept it for ourselves, how can we give it? Paragraph 3, recognizing the importance of this function, we will be happy to remember it very often today. So this is, again, for those that are doing the lessons, or if you just stumbled across here, this is the practice. Right now, we are in the morning and at night, a minimum of 2 minutes, if that's all you can do. 2 minutes. 1, 2. Set a timer. In the morning and at night, you say the idea, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Right? So you do that in the morning and at night. You think on these thoughts for 2 to 3 minutes, and then all throughout the day, you think about the idea as much as you can. So I'm going to read the rest. We will begin the day by acknowledging it and close the day with the thought of it in our awareness. And throughout the day, we will repeat this as often as we can, as often as we remember to. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I am the means that God has appointed for the salvation of the world. I am the means, meaning this vessel, this body vessel, which is not what I am. The I am is the mind, the holy mind, the Christ mind, the one mind that we share, and that is the means. It's not this physical vessel. This communication instrument becomes a vessel for the mind. Remember, the mind has a thought, an idea, it speaks through this body. So it's not the body, it's the mind. I am the means, this mind, that God has appointed for the salvation of the world. Paragraph 4, you will probably find it easier to let related thoughts come to you in the minute or two, meaning the longer morning and night period. The longer minute or two, you should devote to considering this if you can close your eyes, by the way. So if you can close your eyes, it might be easier just to think related thoughts. I bless the world with the light I am. You know, whatever thought kind of near this lesson that comes to you. Let me forgive everyone and everything. In this, I bless the world. Whatever. It doesn't matter what thoughts come to your mind. They will come. However, do not wait for such an opportunity. No chance should be lost for reinforcing today's idea. Remember that God's child looks to you for its salvation. And who but yourself with a capital S must be its child? So what it's really saying is, by me accepting that I am the means, that I am the way, that I forgive everything I thought I was, I automatically start to forgive everything I thought you were. And by that, I bring peace to every mind because I've decided I am the light of the world, that forgiveness is my only function. And in that, I will bring peace to every mind because my mind is at peace, because I have decided to accept. So 1 morning, 1 night meditation, 2 to 3 minutes, or you can do it for 20 if you just love sitting in silence. Just remember to say the idea like every few minutes if you do a long meditation. But if you can only do 2 minutes, great. And then in between morning and night, as it says, just say this to yourself as often as you can. So I hope you don't forget that none of this is that serious. Lighten up with Bo. It's all about, we're just remembering the truth of who we are. That's all. Don't forget to go swing on a swing set or try to do something playful in your life. In between these lessons, just trust that life is living you. Have some fun. You are perfectly held in the mind of God anyways, so you're just letting that be restored to you, and in between, lighten up about it. Play with some people, have some fun. You can comment on the video if it helped, please do. If you want to subscribe, great. If you want to follow, great. And if you go to lightenupmovement.com, lightenupmovement.com, you can reach out to me if you need some one-on-one, or if you have any feedback at all, and enjoy the new website. I haven't worn them yet, but I have made these new kind of revamped symbols that are meant to be a universal symbol to lightening up into the truth of who and what you are. That maybe everywhere you walk and everywhere you go, if you wear one of these hats, it says lighten up with an arrow pointing up, to lighten up into the truth of what you are. And what that means is maybe you're in the middle of feeling awful. Maybe you're in the middle of like in a really fearful moment. Maybe you're walking in the world and all of a sudden somebody's wearing some lighten up a hat and you remember, right, don't forget to lighten up into the true soul that you are, that knows, oh right, forgiveness is my only function. I was just trying to do a bunch of other functions. Lighten up into your true mind, your childlike innocence, your soul. And so have fun looking around the site if you do. And either way, I look forward to seeing you on another video soon. Stay blessed.